Hi, gang. Welcome to this very first edition of Singing Basics, Voice 101 exercises. Really simple stuff, but I just wanted to give you an idea of, some of the things that help you with your breath support, help you with your accuracy in pitch, all of the things that are very, very basic in just singing in general. That we take for granted often. But just a couple of the exercises that I do when I warm up and I'm getting ready to do a performance or whatever. Very simple things. You can start, wherever your range is. If, you're a baritone, it could be down here. I'm not a baritone. Tenor. That's just going up and down an octave in the scale. What I would do is take that deep breath, get the reserve you need. Wear it out. Exhaust that breath every time. Every time you use it, every time you take it in, exhaust it. And what will happen, you begin to learn over a period of time just how much you need to make it through a phrase in a song, how much you'll have to reserve, how much it requires, to do a straight tone, to do vibrato, to make sure you're on top of the pitch, all those things. You'll learn that with these exercises and just doing it in experience. But always enough breath to have more than you need. Fill that reserve and do it right here in your core. It's not about this. It's about, you can see my great big old belly growing right now. But anyway, filling this up and always having more than you need. It's like a flute. I've told you all this. You can sit here all day long and do this. Nothing comes out until you do this. Then you've got your tone, you have your pitch, all the things that make an instrument beautiful. No different than with singing at all. So, a couple of things. You want to hit all of those pitches. Everyone needs to be accurate. Everyone needs to be supported and controlled. You heard my voice crack. It's because I didn't get enough breath. It'll happen. It just does. So, so intervals are important because it teaches you the importance of all of those notes. They all matter. In any song, in any key, nothing can be thrown away. All those notes must be nailed and hit. Accurate. How do you do it? Breath support. Control. Listening. Now it could be what is that? Sharp. How do you fix it? Listening, supporting. It's amazing. Just basics. Now I'm dealing with a little bit of a sinus infection today, so it's more. That was real, even though it sounded like I just did it to make a point. But it is more. More is required for me to sing well. More breath support. More everything. Just takes more. So the more you learn these basics and work on the basics of the more you work on these things, the easier it is for you to do it when you need it. If you're struggling a little bit with breathing or you're sick, sing through it. You're not that sensitive. The voice isn't that sensitive that you can't use it when you're struggling. as long as you're working on the basics. Breathing, controlling, listening, all of that stuff. So, just a few things for you to work with. So it's really fun. It's fun, but it is demanding and it is difficult, particularly if you're not preparing. I know these are basics, but it matters so much in singing. It matters how you breathe, getting to know what it takes to make it through a phrase or an exercise or a lyric or a song. I mean, what does it take? Knowledge is key. One of my favorites, and do it with each vowel, A, E, I, O, U. A, That's my I. Oh, I love that. It's just challenging because you get up to the top of your octave and then you push it above. So you have to prepare for that. That's one of my favorite exercises that I love to do. Then you've got your yeah, let's do lower. That's a really good one too. It helps you to prepare for the next note, to think about the next note, support it. These are just, again, basic exercises that help us as singers. So work on this. Find your range. Find where it's most comfortable with you. You don't want to push too hard at the beginning. Just let your voice sort of relax into its natural range, and then do some intervals. Listen, breathe, sing. Thanks, guys.